waste of time. Instead of the government trying to put me away for running the business, they ought to be putting all that effort in getting rid of the Reds and Bolsheviks who are trying to take over our wonderful country.
There hasn't been an honest election in this town in years.
Now you know who owns this town.
Mr. Capone, you're breaking a lot of laws around here.
Capone, the man who made the 20s roar. He seized a piece of America all for himself and rose from street fighter to Emperor of Chicago.
Even as kids, we had brains. These punks today, they have nothing.
No, not all of them, Frank. You're Capone. If I were you, I'd put him on the payroll.
When are you going to get it through that cement head of yours that we are businessmen and not U.S. Marines?
You spend all your time hitting people? What?
Iris was a nice girl who fell in love with Al Capone.
I always wanted an excuse to clobber a cop.
Yes, there ought to be a law against women.
Yes, well, I think there is. Now, I want to clench dinner.
You're gonna get it, Frank.
Capone. The private life of a public enemy.
Do you ever feel guilty?
Guilty? What about?
How far these killings go on, Weiss, Moran, all of us, we're finished.
Right, say, any one of us open our mouths, half the politicians of Cook County will be on a rock pile.
To be still.
Terrible thing, those gangster movies. Our kids come out of those movies.
Tchaikovsky's Piano Pizza Ilyich Tchaikovsky with score. 1, 2, we have score. Piano Pizza number 1 from my mother who's just passed away. Thank you, Steve.
We worked together, and Alfonso Capone is a dead man.
He bought half the politicians in the state of Illinois because the deaths of 701 people. Only now, after 45 years, can his true story be told.
Oh, you knock off one of my guys. I knock off one of your guys. We're gonna get them all. In one butt. In one place.
What you're talking about here is a massacre.
Capone, an American success story.
All I do is go to funerals.
Okay, Steve. Okay.
Hey, it's Dua Lipa. Check out my song Illusion on YouTube and YouTube Shorts, your one-stop shop for music.
What do you have for me today?
I think you'd better.
Well, tell us about it. Tell us the story.
Well, it's quite amusing, Majesty. It's set. The whole thing is set in
Yes. Where?
in a harem, Majesty. In a seraglio.
You mean in Turkey?
Yes, exactly.
Then why especially does it have to be in German?
Well, it doesn't especially. It could be in Turkish if you really want.
No, my dear fellow, the language is not finally the point. Do you really think that subject is quite appropriate for a national theater?
Why not? It's charming. I mean, I won't actually show concubines exposing their... It's not indecent. It's highly moral, Majesty. It's full of proper German virtues.
Excuse me, Majesty, but what do you think these could be?
Being a foreigner, I would love to learn.
Well, Tell him, Mozart. Name us a German virtue.
Love, sire.
Oh, love! Well, of course, in Italy we know nothing about love.
No, I don't think you do. I mean, watching Italian opera. All those male sopranos screeching, stupid fat couples rolling their eyes about. That's not love, it's just rubbish. Majesty, you choose a language. It will be my task to set it to the finest music ever offered a monarch.
Oh, there it is. Let it be German. Oh. This is yours.
Keep it, Majesty, if you want. It's already here in my head.
What? On one hearing only?
I think so, sire. Yes.
Show us.
The rest is just the same, isn't it? It doesn't really work, does it? Did you try? Shouldn't it be a bit more? Or this? This? Yes. Better? What do you think?
$40 in my pocket. My son is now 12. I'm still married and I love my wife dearly. We had to make a living. I was younger than I am now and thought I needed more. I didn't believe in prohibiting people from getting the things they wanted. I thought prohibition was an unjust law, and I still do.
That's... What's his name?
Jerry Rafferty.
Of course, Jerry Rafferty.
Out on the street, I was talking to a man. He said there's so much, but there's nothing mine that I don't understand. You shouldn't worry, I said that ain't no crime. 'Cause if you get it wrong, you'll get it right next time. Next time. You need direction, yeah, you need a name. When you stand at the crossroads, you'll be high, we look the same. After a while, you get to recognize the signs. So if you get it wrong, you get it right next time.
Twisty, That's all, folks.